Hi, my fellow IBDers. Today is day 7 in the IBD Awareness Week, and today's topic is going to be called IBD and Dating. Now, for those of us single fellow IBDers out there, like myself, this one goes out to us. Revealing about our disease is very difficult because when people hear the word disease, they want to take off and run away. They can't handle it or they can't deal with it. And the way I look at it is those people are not worth our time because there are people who are willing to be there for us when we need them. And I believe that there's someone out there for everyone, which means that there's someone out there for us. We just have to find those people. Now, I'm going to be talking about some of my thoughts about the dating scene because I myself have had bad experiences with it, and I know that I have an underlying fear of dating because of it. Um, people will tell you like they don't understand. They think you're ignoring them. They think you're blowing them off. They think you're not interested. You know, and in reality, some people don't get the basic concept that sometimes they're too sick to go out of the house. Like it's just that simple. They just don't want to say, oh, maybe there's another reason why he's doing this. They just jump to conclusions like, oh, this is how he is, and I don't want to be with this person. You know, that's the problem with people nowadays. Um, the dating scene is extremely difficult for us. You know, it's extremely difficult for anyone, as a matter of fact. But just imagine having an uninvited guest like IBD show up to the party. Now you have you, IBD, and the other person. You know, and I always say that like if someone's gonna accept me, they need to accept my disease as well because we come as a package deal. You get what I'm saying? So if someone could say, oh well, I accept you, but I don't know if I accept your disease, then those people are not worth it because my disease is a part of me. So the way I see it is, if you can't accept all of me, then you deserve none of me. It's that simple. Um, there's a difference between learning about our disease and understanding about our disease, and a lot of people don't realize that. So I'm going to just break it down how I feel. No one can ever fully understand our disease because they're not going through it themselves. Now with that being said, you can learn about our disease. See, someone can actually take the initiative and research about our disease, learn about it. I mean, they'll never understand it, but they'll learn about it. And that to me could mean the world. If I meet someone that I'm interested in and they end up doing that for me, I would literally be impressed. Because that shows that they care enough to look at what I'm going through and say, okay, wait, I care enough about you where I'm going to go look this up. That'd be pretty awesome. I have a feeling I'll meet that person one day. I just got to stumble upon it. But I'm going to use an example from my life in terms of the learning versus understanding concepts that I'm trying to bring forth here. This is a concept now that I had made up recently, and I want to share it with you all just so you can kind of like understand where I'm coming from. So back in college, we had this class called Capstone. And I was a criminal justice major, so for those of you that are in college, you might be able to relate to what I'm about to say. So we had an assignment, and we had to interview a former person that went to jail. Okay. So interviewing that former inmate, we had to just kind of grasp like what they went through, and honestly, we learned about like what that person went through, but we're never going to understand it because I obviously have not been in jail, so I'm not going to understand jail life, but I will certainly be open to learning about it. So that's another thing with people in our society, a lot of people, is when you hear the word disease, it turns the person closed-minded. They don't want to open their heart and their mind to something that's new or something that they're not used to. You know what I'm saying? So, the dating world can be very hard for people like us. It's frustrating. It honestly is because we already deal with enough, and then on top of it, we have to deal with rejection as well. Obviously, young adults our age go through that as well, but it's like, a lot of young adults don't have a chronic illness either. So that's just another anxiety mechanism that we have to go through that other people don't. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? I think that people often misunderstand us. I want to say that because people often judge what they don't understand. And what I mean by that is, obviously, if they don't have the disease, they're going to sit there and pass judgment upon it because they don't understand what we're going through. So they're going to sit there and say, oh, well, this person just has Crohn's, or this person just has colitis, it's not that bad, or, they're letting it control our relationship, or, something to that effect. They talk about it too much. That's another thing. It's like if someone says that you talk about it too much, that's not someone you want to be with either, in my opinion, because, you want someone that's going to listen to you, listen to your concerns, listen to your needs, wants, everything, try to make you happy. Um, sorry, I wrote down notes because this is something that I typically don't talk about on camera just because, it's kind of personal, but I wanted to, get my thoughts about it. I just think that we need to be, I guess, more willing to put ourselves out there. I know it's hard. I'm trying myself. Actually, recently, I've tried to put myself out there. The person that I'm trying to pursue right now doesn't know I have the disease, and I honestly don't know when to tell that person, but I feel like whenever the time is right, to tell that person. Um, I want to leave this video today with saying that I personally love seeing when people are in a relationship that have IBD, and I see it on blogs or YouTube or whatever, and I always get so happy because those people give people like me hope. Because when we're sitting there oh, we don't know if we're ever going to find anyone, we're never going to know if we're going to find anyone to love us, or all that type of stuff. We see relationships like that, and it's like a model for us. We're like, oh, wow, that's inspirational for me. That could happen to me one day. So I just want to leave this video saying that we gotta have hope, we gotta have faith, and that right person will come along on our journey. So I hope you have a great day 7 of IBD years on our last day of the IBD week. But have a great day. Hope you guys are all feeling well, and see you in my next video. Bye everyone.